he finds it. Simplest way in 20. I'm probably the only person online. Carl Jung talked about this phenomenon. He described as a retrogressive restoration of the persona. It's a complicated idea, but basically what it means is that sometimes you take a leap forward and you learn some things, but you can't catalyze a new identity. So you try to go back and hide in your old identity. And that actually doesn't work because, well, things have changed and you've learned something and that isn't who you are anymore. And so it's like you have to cut parts of yourself off in a destructive manner to fit back into the person that you were. Now, what happens here is that Pinocchio escapes from this tyrannical situation and undergoes this descent into chaos, but he tries to go back home. He tries to go back to what he was, and he can't do that anymore.
Rise and shine, dreamers. Another blessed and grateful day. Happy Thursday, Cedric Dreamers. It's great to see everybody kicking off the day, feeling good. Got out of the gym. We got the journaling in, the meditation. Frequencies are high, and we're ready to go ahead and dominate the month of April. So, with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. That was Jordan Peterson. For those that don't know, absolute legend when it comes to psychology, the mindset, and he touched a little bit on what we're going to be getting in today, and it's really developing your self-worth. JoJo, what's happening? Shout out to JoJo, blowing up Texas, making waves over there. I love to see it. So again, fam, with no further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today. Hot month, yes, both sides. It's definitely hot in Florida. It's going to be hot. Doing numbers too with the impact. Here we go. So let me know what is everybody grateful for coming in today. Let me get live on IG, and let's go ahead and get started. We got a packed out schedule. Incredible night last night with Mr. Darnell Self. Man, what a freaking privilege it is to have the type of access that we have. I'm telling you, it's really second to none. People, I mean, literally, Jason just dropped a post last night. Some pay 10, 15, 20,000 just to get this man in the vicinity for 1 hour, and we have access literally just for being a part of the Dream Team for free. So blessed and grateful is an understatement. Here we go. Developing your self-worth. I've got a really cool formula for everybody to go ahead and think about today. So grateful to be alive, grateful for God, so grateful for the fam, the quantum leaps, the ability for us all to be able to learn, grow, get 1% better than yesterday. Huge month. I'm really grateful for this month as well. This month, I'm really fired up to go ahead and make sure that everybody is coming out to Baltimore, Maryland, right? For those that don't have your ticket already, I'm telling you, you're going to hear me saying it every single day. This is going to be an event of a lifetime for years. When I go back and I look at my journey, some people say, D, how are you still going years later? Literally almost a decade later. I got started back in 2016 inside of the industry. And I can tell you one of the biggest reasons why I'm still here is going to events, because you see single moms, you see students, you see 75, 80-year-olds, and they're walking the stage. And when you hear their testimony, when you hear their story, when you hear where they came from, it makes it really relatable, because you start to see so many different walks of life that have literally broken out of the matrix. And ever since I got out of college, that was my goal, to literally break out of the matrix, because I saw everybody making $10, $15, $20 an hour, and I knew there had to be more than life to that. And if that's you, again, I don't have to ask questions, because I know you're tapped into this call, you're into this information. So you fit part of that 5%, just like me. But I noticed along the course of this journey, one of the biggest hindrances for anybody is developing our self-worth. Eddie in the building. Rosita, it's good to see you. Self-worth. Okay, this journey is all about really developing ourselves as a person. And one of the biggest keys that I could give every single one of you from my personal experience is self-worth. Okay, when you look at the greats, you start to see that none of them will ever get as far or farther than their own level of belief that they had for themselves. So when you look at Michael Jordan, Leonardo DiCaprio, Oprah Winfrey, they all came from insane backgrounds. In fact, my Facebook post today was, if you look at some of the greatest individuals like J.K. Rowling, she didn't create Harry Potter until she was 52 years old. KFC, same thing. There's so many different companies. Jack Ma, Alibaba, was not created until he was 35. So time is nothing but a number. And the moment that we align with that frequency and realize our self-worth is the moment the ocean begins to spread like the Red Sea. So here we go. Here's the formula for today, developing your self-worth. Number one, what do you guys think self-worth really is? If I were to give an equal sign and you were to say self-worth is, what would you guys think that definition is? I'll go ahead and let everybody sit on that for a sec. You tell me, because this is crucial. When you really study the root behind what it actually is, when it comes to words, you start to get a whole different perception. Self-worth is simply this. It's knowing that we deserve and we already have it. So I'll give you guys a perfect example, okay? How many of us have, or maybe we know somebody that they talk about believing all day long, but we know there's something underneath the surface. We can say we believe out in public, but when we go behind closed doors, it's a whole different story. We're fearful of what somebody thinks. We're fearful of our family. We're fearful of maybe other people not being able to see our vision. Drop a 555 if you know somebody that is like that. Let me drop my 5 because not only do I know somebody, but I was that person getting started inside of the industry. That was me. I would think I believe, but when I went home, I didn't really have that same belief that I really thought. Until I went to an event, until I got around like-minded individuals and I saw testimonies and stories, that's what really allowed me to have a whole different level of belief. Okay, but watch this. When it really comes to self-worth, I want to give you a really cool exercise that every one of us can do, because here's the thing, when you don't have self-worth, that's like having a Ferrari, okay, and we're not aligned. Imagine having a Ferrari and putting it in neutral and flooring on the gas. You guys see what I'm saying? There's an alignment. There's something that's missing. There's something that's not catching. That's why so many people, they can feel like they're doing all of the work. They're pressing down on the gas, but it's in neutral. And until we get this thing aligned, the car's not going to really take off. It's not going to have that traction like we're looking for it to have. So if you're looking to have traction inside of your life, your businesses, your finances, your spiritual side, let me see some 555s down below. So I'm going to give you guys an exercise that every single one of us go and step into that traction. Here it is. Game time. You ready? This is where it begins. Self-worth, okay? If I were to ask each and every one of you, what do you think is missing right now, today, in this moment, Thursday, beginning of the month in April? What do you think would give you more self-worth? And I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you a list so you guys can go ahead and tell me. Do you think more validation would make you feel worthy? Do you think it's achievements? Do you think it's more money, right? Being able to have some more money inside of your bank account so you don't have to stress a little bit? Do you think it's love, right? Building better relationships? Do you think it's respect? Maybe from your elders, maybe from leaders, maybe from mentors or people that you truly look up to. Let me know down below, because out of these 5, these are the most common 5 for most people: validation, achievements, money, love, and respect. You drop it down below for me. Because here's the thing. When it comes to exercises, we can hide behind the screen, but until we actually do the work, this is where the deep work really happens. When you really take the time to do these exercises, I paid a lot of money to get access to this. So it could be love, respect, validation, okay? All these different things. Well, here's the thing. And this is a really powerful exercise because I noticed this as I went through it myself. Here's what he said. He said, whatever that thing is, external, you realize these are all external things? All 5 of these. Validation from other people, that's external. Getting an achievement, getting an award, like a ring, that's external. Money, external. Love, other people, external. Respect, external. So realize this, that so many people are waiting for something externally to finally feel self-worth internally. Now you're starting to catch it. Let me ask you, what do you think the secret is? Do you think we need to wait for something externally to be able to go ahead and feel different internally? Drop a yes or a no. Because if you really catch this is the most important piece of today's entire training. If you can really catch this and take action with it. So the answer is, it's even written biblically, as within, so without. So however we're feeling internally, this is when we start to go ahead and align the Ferrari. So now we can get it out of neutral and put this thing into drive. And here's what he says with exercise. Whatever we feel we need to have self-worth, that's what we're lacking right now. So if we feel like we need self-love to go ahead and feel worthy, that means we're lacking that right now. If we feel like we need money, our bank account's empty. If we feel like we need respect, we don't have respect. So the easiest way that I can give each and every one of you a simple way to step into your greatness is to remember a time in your life where you did feel validated, where you can remember some of your achievements. Even for me, 12 years old, we played Little League World Series on ESPN down in Dominican Republic. That was a phenomenal achievement that I can go back and remember, right? When it comes to money, what were some scenarios in your life that you were proud of, maybe some of the amount of money that you made in a short period of time? Could be with a new job or getting into a new business. Now, how about love? Maybe some of you have met some phenomenal relationships in your past. And number 5 is respect. When was the last time inside of your life that you can really remember a situation where you had a mutual respect that was a powerful bond that allowed each other for you to grow? And the secret is to feel that feeling now, because you don't have to wait to get the award. We don't have to wait to get the money. That's the secret. You see, so many are waiting to get it externally. The secret is we can have that right now. What does it look like to stand on stage? What does it look like to be able to embody that suit, your favorite color suit that you've been waiting to wear, with your shoes? Ladies, what dress is it? How the high heels? Can you imagine all of the blessings raining into your phone from all of the work and all of the value that you've been able to pour into others? This is the key. How does that feel? What does that look like? What does that smell like? And the moment we can step into that daily, it's only a matter of time before it shows up externally. This is why anything that we look at, this water bottle, this pen, this whiteboard, all of this was created spiritually before it was ever created externally. It started internal before it appeared externally. So that is my training for today, fams, to help each and every one of you step into your greatness and get that self-worth back. So even for me, fam, I've been through all of these. I know what it's like to want to feel validated. I know what it's like to stretch for achievements, to want to have money, to want to have love in all different areas, right? And have respect. But the difference is, what does it feel like with it already done? So that's my training for today, fam. Hope you got a little bit of value. Anything you need, I got your back. We've got a very powerful month coming up with some exclusive masterminds. Stay close to the fire. Ask questions and anything you need. We got your back all day long. And remember, fam, we can be, do, and feel anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. The only thing that's left is for time to go ahead and catch up. Let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's go.